Okay, I'm going to apply heat to this door sill badge, and hopefully it comes off as easy as the other one did. Now I'm working against a broken rocker panel now, so we'll see how this works out. There we go, she's off. A little bit of heat definitely helps. Just a few glue strips. I don't know if it's factory or not. Maybe it's been off before. Well, it came off easier than the other one, so this comes off. That does have a bolt. Wasn't too worried about breaking this one. She was broken already. But good to know. That's where the other one is. So that looks good. No damage to the frame. I was a little worried about that when I bought it. I didn't know how far it went down because it did hit the door quite hard. The door's twisted out of shape because up there. I do have a new one. So might take that off today. We'll see. Oh, missed one. Okay guys, I'm gonna try and take the door off. I ran into an issue taking the main wire harness off. There's one little connection with two wires in it, and it looks like it should snap off on that section, but I didn't want to pry it too hard, and I'd hate to break that. I already kind of twisted something maybe a little too far, so I have to take my time and get that back in the right place. I'll show it to you if I can get it off. If not, I'm going to stop, reevaluate, do some research, but I'm going to take off the door panel. And I did find one video for a 458 Ferrari, but it didn't have, it was the driver's side, not the passenger side. And the passenger side has a handle. So this piece, where is it? This piece here goes on like that. And I just got a plastic tool, and kind of got behind it a little bit and just pried it, and it popped off. It's held on by these 2 pins into that area. So that popped off, resulting in the bolts being exposed. And I'm hoping after that, a lot of this snaps off. Let you know. Okay, I'm going to continue with this door panel. It's going to take my time. A little upset about the wire that wouldn't come off. It looked like it was just going to twist and pop off, but then there's 2 little wires in there that did not want to budge. So, you know, you kind of get used to working on an American car or Asian car that you can kind of mess around and pry a little bit. So kind of had that little mentality. I'm like, whoa, I've got to stop, reevaluate, because everything's so costly if a mistake is made. So I'm just gonna, you have to say, chill out, reevaluate, and move forward. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna tackle it by taking this door panel off and seeing what those 2 wires are, and maybe they're connected inside the door and not at that area. So that's my hope, and then I can kind of fix that twisting mechanism that goes onto the main harness. It's easier to do once I can look straight at it. So wish Dominic was here, can get a little bit better cameraman action, but I didn't want to miss this, because if someone else is going to start doing this kind of vehicle and kind of comes across this door panel, and this is what this project is about, kind of learning and documenting well, so any kind of unknown issue, you can watch a video and figure it out. So as the bolt turns and turns and turns, obviously they think the passenger is really going to grab this door. Okay, let's see what we got here. That comes off. I'm going to keep that appropriate, but it's a pretty obvious long one, short one. Okay, I already there was a screw that was underneath the armrest here. I took that out. Don't know if I had to or not. Disconnected the handle, and the handle, just 1 screw underneath, comes out, and then there's a bolt, and just release the mechanism and a wire there. And if it's anything like the video, this should hopefully just pop off now and expose all my other bolts, which it did. Voila, nice solid pins. Good job, Ferrari. Okay. Okay, so what do we all got here? Here's the airbag module behind there that I'm going to have to replace. So I think it's just these, that. I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to take this off first. I think it's attached to, well, maybe not. Okay, well, I'm going to take, I think all these bolts here hold it on. This will stay. That. Okay. Should really invest in an easier way to do this. More of a power tool. But I don't mind doing it the old way either. Time today. I have to head out of town. But I kind of wanted to get quite a bit of this done, so I kind of know what kind of parts I'm looking at that are needed, and budget and that kind of thing. I gotta get some of these bolts put away before I start getting confused what's what. Just really the lower rocker panels I don't have labeled yet. And then these door ones, they should all be the same size. They all look like they're the same depth of recess. If not, they might be a little different, and we'll see. Sure smells good in this car. Nice leather smell. For the most part, it's been pretty easy today. Just gotta take your time, except that, you know, I ran into that wire harness snag. So, you know, if I don't get that off, maybe somebody who is watching this video, we don't have many subscribers yet, so please like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, I'm going to reach out to one gentleman that was a service tech. Hopefully he can maybe assist me on that if I don't figure it out here. But yeah, if you have any suggestions on that wire harness disconnect inside the door jamb there, or not door jamb, but the front part of the door, let me know. That will definitely help cause any damage to a wire harness. Okay, I think that might be for the airbag behind, so we'll leave that. I need a different... Is there any more bolts that I'm missing? Oh, that's coming apart. Yeah, that's apart. Maybe it's like some of our American counterparts that you have to go upwards, or... I'm missing... the door itself. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's not snag any wires. You know what? I got a airbag wire that's got to come off. Now the question is, will I be able to figure out what that wire is? I hate to tear everything apart, but it's got to come out anyway. So I might start with this speaker. An antenna there. That's interesting, hey? I wonder what that is. Oh, that's a lot of wire, hey? Makes you wonder what's in there. Okay. So I'm guessing all this will have to come off. Okay, try and retain this, because I don't think the other door will come with it. So I take out this, and then maybe I can see what's going on with that one wire set. It's absolutely nuts. It's just all on its own on the one side, and I cannot, for the life of me, get it out. Just really hate to pull on it and break it. Okay, all right, I see some wires. That's interesting. Simple, simplistic. Okay, what do we see in the cave? Okay. Yeah, interesting. Not much. I do see a black and white wire. It doesn't go to anything, but I don't know if those are the wires. So this is what I'm looking at. This red and black wire. See how they're just hanging down. And they really just kind of go what looks like a old school speaker wire connection. Then it's looped around. It's got some, sorry, there's a wire in the way. And it has a little bit of electrical tape and then feeds back in, and it kind of goes into the wiring harness, and then it kind of goes into the main clip there. And for the life of me, I cannot get that out. You would think that it would just pull out, but no go. So if I can just simply disconnect it, and then maybe I can figure it out later, but if it's just wire that is not used, I can just simply splice them back and let them hang there. It's obviously an option that I don't have. So maybe it's for a subwoofer, or maybe it's, I don't know what it's for. So if anybody does know what it's for, let me know. But I think that's my plan of attack, because I don't want to mess up that wiring harness. The little circular thing around it that twists on, I kind of pushed that back a little too far, so I have to figure that out too. And it looks like the clip on the door has some pressure releases, so that's how you get it back into the door and out to the new one. That'll be a journey. Okay, let me know if you know anything about those two mysterious wires. Okay guys, it's been a long day. Just kind of piece things together just to see what it looked like. Have a small little dent in the door. There was bigger dents up here. I heated it up a little bit and banged it and kind of got it in a little bit of the shape again. Just has to get knocked down a little bit more here and fixed. But I think that's doable, but I'm gonna see if I can get a little partial refund, because it was supposed to come perfect, no dings, no dents. So that's kind of disappointing, but way better. It opens and closes nicely now, so better than what we had. Again, no big dents anywhere. Like the frame, everything looks good. It's really just the driver's side. Once we get that new rail put in, it'll bring everything back into alignment. And oh, and then of course this quarter panel needs some loving, so that has to be pulled out. And I have somebody lined up to weld the portion down below there. Again, he says that's going to be no worries whatsoever. It's better than removing that whole panel, which would need welding here and cutting and a lot of work. So I think welding there, if it's done right and works well, it's just as good as cutting the whole thing off and having to weld over here anyway. So a weld is a weld. Hopefully it turns out well, but if it doesn't, then we go down the road of taking the whole quarter panel off. But I think he seems confident that it can be fixed well. So yeah, that's the day. Like I said, I'm gone for a week. We will see you when we get back. And Dominic's behind the camera. He just got back, so he missed out today a little bit. He just put his finger in the camera, so hopefully that's okay. We'll see you next time.